The New Rules of Making Money. Written and published by Imperium Audiobooks. Money has always followed rules, but the rules have changed. What worked for building wealth 20, 30, or even 10 years ago no longer guarantees success today. The old formulas, get good grades, land a safe job, save a little, and wait for retirement, are broken. The world has shifted. Technology has reshaped industries, opportunities have multiplied, and the playing field has been leveled in ways our parents could never have imagined. In this audiobook, you'll discover what the new rules of money really are. You'll learn why some people rise to wealth while others are stuck struggling despite working harder than ever. You'll understand why money now flows faster, why opportunities are abundant but fleeting, and how ordinary people are turning small ideas into fortunes by adapting to the new game. Here's my promise to you: by the end of this audiobook, you will not only know the new rules of making money, you'll know how to play them. You'll gain the mindset, the strategies, and the practical steps to thrive in this new financial era. Whether you want to start a business, build multiple streams of income, or simply take control of your financial destiny, these lessons will show you the path forward. So get ready to unlearn the myths you've been told about money and success. The old rules are dead. The future belongs to those who adapt, and if you commit to applying what you'll hear in these chapters, you'll discover that building wealth today is not just possible, it's inevitable. Chapter 1. The death of the old money rules for generations. People were taught a simple formula for financial success: go to school, get good grades, secure a stable job, save diligently, avoid risks, and eventually, after decades of hard work, retire with a pension or a modest nest egg. That was the old rule book of money. It promised security. It promised predictability. It promised that if you played by the rules, you would be rewarded. But here's the harsh reality: that rulebook is dead. It no longer works in the modern world. The reason is simple: the game has changed. Technology has disrupted industries. Jobs that once provided stability have vanished. The cost of living has skyrocketed while wages have barely kept pace. Savings accounts offer almost no growth, and pensions, once the crown jewel of financial security, have disappeared for most people. Even the concept of job security has evaporated. Today, entire companies collapse overnight. Industries are replaced by apps, and artificial intelligence is rewriting the very definition of work. Consider this: your grandparents may have worked one job for 30 or 40 years and retired comfortably. Try that today, and you will likely find yourself outdated, underpaid, and unprepared for the rising costs of life. The old rules of money assumed a world that no longer exists, and here lies the trap. Millions are still trying to play by those rules, wondering why they're stuck in debt, why they can't get ahead, and why financial freedom feels impossible. The first new rule of making money is this: you must stop relying on outdated formulas. Stability is not found in clinging to a single paycheck. Wealth is not created by saving what little remains after expenses. Security is not achieved by staying safe. In today's world, safety lies in adaptability, in learning to pivot, in embracing multiple income streams, and in understanding that money flows to those who can solve problems in creative ways. Let's break this down further. Saving, once the cornerstone of wealth, has lost its power. A savings account earning less than inflation means your money is shrinking in value every year. Millionaires today don't save to get rich. They invest. They put their money to work, knowing that idle money is dying money. Education, once the golden ticket, is no longer enough. A degree may open doors, but it no longer guarantees wealth or even stability. The new rule is continuous learning, upgrading your skills, mastering technology, understanding trends, and staying ahead of change. Millionaires aren't trapped by a single qualification. They are lifelong students of opportunity. Jobs, once reliable, are now fragile. The average person changes careers multiple times, and industries rise and fall with stunning speed. Millionaires adapt by creating their own systems of income, businesses, investments, digital ventures. They don't rely on one employer to feed them. They build platforms that feed themselves. And finally, the old idea of retirement, work hard now, rest later, is fading. Millionaires don't dream of stopping work. They dream of building lives where their work is fulfilling, optional and abundant. They focus on financial freedom, not just retirement. They create streams of money that flow whether they're working or not. This chapter is about awakening to a new reality. If you've been taught to cling to the old money rules, you've been given a broken map. The path you're on may feel safe, but it leads nowhere. Millionaires don't cling to dead systems. They adapt to living opportunities. And if you want to thrive, you must too. Here's the truth. The old money rules will not save you, but this is not bad news. It's a liberation, because when the old rules no longer apply, new ones emerge. And in today's world, opportunities for wealth are more abundant than ever. The internet has opened global markets. Technology has created new industries. Anyone with an idea, a laptop, and the right mindset can create streams of income unimaginable to past generations. The challenge is this: will you cling to the old rulebook and remain stuck, or will you embrace the new rules and claim your share of modern wealth? By the end of this book, you'll have a new map, one built for today's world. But it begins here. With this awareness, the old money rules are dead. The future belongs to those who adapt. Chapter 2. Multiple streams of income. Don't rely on just one. One of the most significant shifts in today's financial landscape is this. Relying on a single source of income is no longer safe, smart, or sufficient. In the past, a steady paycheck could support a family, build savings, and secure retirement. Today, it can barely keep up with inflation, let alone create wealth. Millionaires understand this deeply. They don't depend on one stream of income. They cultivate multiple streams, each working to create financial stability and growth. Multiple streams of income are not just a strategy, they are a mindset. Ordinary people see one job as enough. Millionaires see one income as the foundation, not the ceiling. Each additional stream multiplies financial security and accelerates wealth building. It's the difference between surviving and thriving. Consider the different types of income streams modern millionaires use. Earned income, the paycheck from a job or service rendered. Business income, profits from owning a business or enterprise. Investment income, returns from stocks, bonds, real estate, or other assets. Digital income, revenue from online businesses, content, e-commerce, or digital products. Passive income, royalties, affiliate marketing, or intellectual property that generates revenue without daily work. Each stream complements the other. Earned income can fund investments. Investments can generate passive income that frees time to start a business. Businesses can provide cash flow to explore digital ventures. The synergy creates exponential potential. Why is this strategy essential today? Job security has eroded. Even professionals in highly respected careers can face sudden layoffs or industry changes. Relying on one income source is risky. Relying on multiple sources is protection. More importantly, multiple streams create opportunity. They allow you to take calculated risks in one area, while other streams continue generating money. This is how millionaires can scale faster, adapt more freely, and seize opportunities others cannot. Building multiple streams starts small. You don't need 5 full-time businesses overnight. Begin with one side income that aligns with your skills or passions. For example, freelance work, consulting, or online services can supplement a salary. Once it gains traction, reinvest profits into investments or another venture. Over time, the streams grow, diversify, and multiply. The key is consistent action and reinvestment. Millionaires also think strategically about income streams. Not every stream needs to be large, but each should serve a purpose: cash flow, growth, or leverage. Some streams generate stability, others generate opportunity. For instance, rental properties may provide steady monthly income, while stock investments grow wealth over time. Each piece fits into a broader plan. Another critical element is automation. Modern millionaires use technology to manage and scale income streams. E-commerce stores, automated investment platforms, and digital content allow money to flow without constant effort. This is not about working harder, it's about working smarter and letting systems do the heavy lifting. Diversifying income streams also reduces stress. Ordinary people tied to one paycheck live in constant anxiety. What if they lose their job? Millionaires build multiple inflows so that no single source dictates their financial security. The peace of mind allows them to make bolder decisions, seize opportunities, and focus on growth rather than survival. A practical approach to implementing this rule: first, audit your current income. Identify all sources and their potential for growth. Second, research opportunities for additional streams: digital products, investments, part-time businesses, or consulting. Third, take concrete steps immediately. Even small action, starting a side hustle, opening a micro-investment account, or creating a digital product, sets the habit in motion. Fourth, review and refine. Income streams need attention and adjustment to reach full potential. Consistency is the secret. Millionaires don't rely on luck. They rely on compounding income streams over time. What starts as a small side income can become substantial when nurtured, reinvested, and scaled. The power of multiple streams lies in compounding not just money but opportunity, experience, and freedom. Remember this: you cannot rely solely on a job anymore. The future belongs to those who create, diversify, and multiply income sources. Ordinary people accept the limits of one paycheck. Millionaires expand their possibilities relentlessly. Multiple streams are not just a strategy, they are the new rule of financial success. By embracing this rule, you lay the foundation for true wealth. One stream might support you, but multiple streams can free you. And freedom, more than anything, is what allows millionaires to build empires, innovate, and love life on their terms. Chapter 3: Mastering the Digital Economy, Unlocking Online Opportunities. The modern world runs on digital infrastructure. From social media to e-commerce, from cryptocurrencies to online education, the internet has transformed how wealth is created. One of the new rules of money is clear: if you ignore the digital economy, you ignore the fastest growing avenues for financial growth. Millionaires understand this better than anyone. They leverage online tools, platforms, and systems to reach markets and opportunities that were unimaginable even a decade ago. The digital economy has three transformative characteristics: speed, scale, and accessibility. Speed allows transactions, investments, and interactions to occur instantly across the globe. Scale enables one individual to reach millions of potential customers or clients with minimal overhead. Accessibility lowers the barrier to entry. Anyone with a laptop, an internet connection, and the right skills can compete. This combination has created unprecedented wealth opportunities for those willing to engage. Consider online businesses. In the past, starting a company often required a physical location, employees, and significant capital. Today, digital platforms allow individuals to sell products or services globally from their homes. Dropshipping, affiliate marketing, freelance consulting, and digital products are just a few examples of low-cost, high-potential online income streams. Millionaires exploit these avenues to diversify and accelerate their wealth. Content creation is another arena of opportunity. Platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and podcasts enable individuals to monetize their expertise, personality, or creativity. What was once a hobby can now become a multi-million-dollar business if approached strategically. The key is consistent content, understanding your audience and leveraging multiple monetization models, ads, sponsorships, digital products, and memberships. Investments have also gone digital. Stocks, ETFs, cryptocurrencies, and other assets can be bought and sold instantly online. Automation tools allow investors to execute strategies with precision, minimizing human error. Ordinary investors may wait for advisors or struggle with complex processes, while modern millionaires use digital tools to move fast, diversify portfolios, and seize opportunities in real time. Education itself has become a digital avenue for wealth. Online courses, e-books, membership sites, and coaching programs allow knowledgeable individuals to monetize expertise. Unlike traditional employment, digital education scales effortlessly. One course can serve thousands of students, generating revenue long after it's created. Millionaires understand the power of intellectual property and automation in the digital economy. But mastering the digital economy requires more than access. It demands digital literacy. You must understand how platforms work, how algorithms distribute content, and how to leverage technology to amplify results. Learning basic marketing, analytics, and automation tools is no longer optional. It is essential. Those who ignore digital literacy remain spectators, while those who embrace it become participants and winners. Another aspect of this rule is speed and adaptability. The digital world changes fast. Platforms rise and fall, algorithms shift, trends evolve. Ordinary people treat digital opportunities as experiments. They dabble, hesitate, and quit when results are slow. Millionaires treat them as strategic investments. They experiment, analyze data, iterate, and scale. Adaptation in the digital economy is crucial because staying stagnant means being left behind. One practical strategy to get started: identify your strengths or passions, then map them to a digital opportunity. Can you teach a skill, create content, sell a product, provide consulting? Each digital avenue can become a full-fledged income stream. Begin small, test and scale. The most successful online entrepreneurs didn't start with perfection. They started with execution and learning along the way. Networking also matters online. Social media and professional networks allow you to connect with like-minded individuals, mentors, and partners worldwide. Millionaires leverage these connections to create collaborations, expand reach, and uncover hidden opportunities. Your digital network can accelerate your growth faster than any single skill alone. Finally, the digital economy rewards persistence. Success rarely comes overnight. Despite stories of viral hits or sudden millionaires, most digital wealth builds quietly over time, compounding effort, audience, and influence. Millionaires understand this, embracing long-term consistency rather than chasing instant results. The new rule is clear: the digital economy is no longer optional, it is essential. Those who embrace it strategically can reach audiences, markets, and revenue streams previously inaccessible. Those who ignore it risk irrelevance. Mastery of digital opportunities separates modern millionaires from everyone else. To summarize: speed, scale, accessibility, digital literacy, adaptability, and persistence are the pillars of online wealth. Apply them deliberately, and the digital world becomes a playground for financial growth, innovation, and freedom. In today's world, if you're not leveraging digital tools, you're leaving money and opportunities on the table. Master the digital economy, and you'll discover wealth beyond traditional boundaries. Chapter 4. Financial Literacy: Managing Money the Modern Way. If you want to succeed in today's economy, financial literacy is no longer optional. It is essential. The old approach, earn, save, spend less than you make, no longer guarantees wealth. Inflation, volatile markets, complex investment opportunities, and modern financial instruments require a deeper understanding of money. Millionaires are not just wealthy by chance. They are financially literate. They know how to make money work for them, rather than working for money. Financial literacy begins with understanding the flow of money. Most people focus solely on income, how much they earn, but fail to examine outflows, debts, and assets. Millionaires track every aspect. They understand their cash flow intimately, where money comes from, where it goes, and how it grows. They see money as a tool for creating more money, not just a means to survive. Investments are a central pillar. Unlike ordinary individuals, who may fear risk or follow conventional advice blindly, millionaires study investment options, understand risk versus reward, and diversify wisely. They know that real wealth comes not from hoarding cash, but from strategically allocating resources to assets that generate returns: stocks, real estate, businesses, digital ventures, and intellectual property. Budgeting is another critical aspect, but not the rigid, joyless budgeting many people endure. Millionaires use budgets as flexible frameworks. They allocate funds to essential expenses, investments, and growth opportunities, while maintaining room for calculated risks. The difference is strategic allocation versus restriction. Money becomes a tool for opportunity, rather than a source of stress. Debt management is also a key differentiator. Ordinary people often accumulate debt without understanding its impact, paying high interest on consumer loans, credit cards, and unnecessary liabilities. Millionaires use debt strategically, leveraging low-interest loans for investment opportunities, real estate, or business growth. They understand the difference between good debt, which builds wealth, and bad debt, which destroys it. Taxes are another area where financial literacy separates millionaires from the masses. Understanding deductions, credits, and strategic structures can save millions over a lifetime. Millionaires consult experts, plan proactively, and optimize their tax strategy legally. Ordinary people pay blindly, often losing substantial wealth unnecessarily. Knowledge of taxes is not just about compliance. It's about keeping more of the money you earn to reinvest and grow. Financial literacy also extends to understanding economic trends and market dynamics. Millionaires study the economy, industries, and emerging opportunities. They don't blindly follow news headlines. They analyze data, anticipate shifts, and position themselves to benefit from change. Ordinary individuals are reactive. Millionaires are proactive. One powerful habit of financially literate individuals is setting financial goals with precision. It's not enough to say, "I want to be rich." Millionaires define exact targets, timelines, and strategies to achieve them. Goals create focus and urgency. They track progress regularly and adjust strategies when needed. Without measurable goals, wealth building becomes vague and inconsistent. Another dimension is the mindset of abundance versus scarcity. Ordinary people often approach money with fear, hoarding, or anxiety. Millionaires approach money with strategy and opportunity. They see possibilities for growth everywhere, treating setbacks as lessons and challenges as gateways. Financial literacy includes mastering your emotions around money, preventing panic-driven decisions that could harm wealth accumulation. Automation and technology play a major role today. Modern millionaires leverage apps, platforms, and software to track spending, automate investments, and optimize savings. Financial literacy is not just about knowing numbers. It's about implementing systems that ensure your money is working efficiently, consistently, and strategically. Practical steps to build your financial literacy include: track all income and expenses for clarity, educate yourself on investment options and strategies, learn to distinguish between good debt and bad debt, understand tax planning and leverage legal advantages, set specific financial goals and monitor progress, automate savings, investments, and recurring payments. The core principle of this chapter is simple: money must work for you, not the other way around. Without financial literacy, even high income can evaporate quickly. With it, small income streams can grow into substantial wealth. Understanding planning and managing money strategically is a modern rule every aspiring millionaire must follow. Master this, and you don't just survive, you thrive. Financial literacy gives you control, freedom, and power over your life. It transforms uncertainty into opportunity and turns ambition into tangible results. In the new world of money, the financially literate win. Those who ignore it risk stagnation, debt, and frustration. Chapter 5. Strategic Networking. How relationships build wealth in the modern world. Wealth is rarely created in isolation. Connections, collaborations, and relationships are critical engines of financial success. The new rule is simple. Who you know can multiply what you know and accelerate your path to wealth. While knowledge and skills are important, they become exponentially more valuable when combined with the right relationships. Millionaires understand this principle and leverage networking strategically. Networking is not about collecting business cards, attending events for the sake of appearances, or adding random contacts to a LinkedIn profile. Ordinary people often confuse socializing with networking. Millionaires approach relationships with intention. They seek out mentors, peers, and collaborators who elevate their thinking, provide insight, and open doors to opportunities otherwise unavailable. One key aspect of networking is mentorship. Successful individuals rarely achieve extraordinary wealth alone. They learn from those who have already walked the path. Mentors provide guidance, warn against pitfalls, and help you accelerate your learning curve. A single mentor relationship can be worth more than years of trial and error. Ordinary people may avoid seeking advice due to pride or fear of rejection. Millionaires recognize that seeking mentorship is a strategic advantage. Peer networks are equally important. Surrounding yourself with ambitious, driven individuals creates an environment of accountability, inspiration, and growth. Millionaires often form mastermind groups or join communities of like-minded achievers. These peers push boundaries, share opportunities, and offer feedback that is invaluable. Ordinary circles rarely challenge mediocrity. Millionaire networks elevate standards. Strategic partnerships are another component. Business and investment opportunities often arise through collaboration. Millionaires understand that combining resources, skills, and influence with others can create exponential value. They don't compete unnecessarily. They collaborate where synergy exists. For example, a partnership in real estate, e-commerce, or digital ventures can accelerate wealth far faster than a single individual working alone. Communication skills are critical in networking. Millionaires know how to articulate vision, demonstrate value, and foster trust. Building relationships is not about asking for favors. It's about creating mutually beneficial exchanges. The ability to communicate clearly, confidently, and authentically strengthens connections and positions you as a credible, valuable partner. Timing and consistency are also essential. Relationships cannot be built overnight. They require nurturing, attention, and follow-up. Millionaires invest time in maintaining connections, checking in, offering help, and staying relevant in their networks. Ordinary people may reach out only when they need something. Millionaires give first, create reciprocity, and foster trust over time. Modern networking also embraces digital platforms. Social media, professional networks, and online communities allow you to connect with global audiences. A well-curated LinkedIn profile, meaningful engagement on Twitter, or consistent content on platforms like YouTube can attract opportunities, partners, and clients from around the world. The digital economy has amplified the power of networking. Connections are no longer limited by geography or social circles. Another critical element is discernment. Not every connection adds value. Millionaires are strategic. They invest in relationships that align with their vision, goals, and values. Ordinary people often waste time on shallow interactions. Wealth grows faster when relationships are meaningful, reciprocal and strategically chosen. Networking also reduces risk. Opportunities discovered through trusted relationships often come with credibility, reducing the chances of costly mistakes. For instance, a recommended investment or joint venture from a mentor is far safer than venturing blindly. Connections provide insight, validation, and access to insider knowledge. Practical strategies to master networking include: identify individuals who align with your goals and values. Seek mentors who have achieved what you aspire to. Participate in mastermind groups or professional communities. Offer value before expecting value. Help, share knowledge and support others. Communicate clearly, authentically, and confidently. Follow up consistently and maintain relationships over time. Use digital platforms strategically to expand reach and influence. The ultimate lesson of this rule is clear. Wealth is amplified by relationships. Skills, knowledge, and capital are powerful, but when combined with the right network, they can accelerate growth exponentially. Millionaires leverage connections strategically. They understand that opportunities often travel through people, not markets. Those who ignore networking miss a hidden engine of wealth. Those who embrace it create pathways, partnerships, and possibilities that ordinary people cannot access. Building strategic relationships is not optional. It is a requirement for thriving in today's economy. Master this habit and your opportunities multiply. Master it poorly, and even great skills and ideas may struggle to gain traction. In the modern world of money, relationships are currency, and those who understand this rule hold a distinct advantage over everyone else. Chapter 6. Personal Branding. How your identity attracts wealth in the modern world. Your personal brand is more powerful than ever. It's no longer enough to be competent at what you do. The way the world perceives you shapes opportunities, partnerships, and income. The new rule of making money is simple. Your personal brand can open doors that talent alone cannot. Millionaires understand that people invest in, collaborate with, and buy from those they trust and respect. Your brand communicates that trust before a word is spoken. Personal branding is not just about social media profiles, logos, or appearances. It's about reputation, consistency, and influence. It's the cumulative perception people hold of you based on your actions, communications, expertise, and presence. Every interaction, post, video, article, or business deal contributes to your brand. Millionaires consciously shape theirs to attract opportunities and align with their goals. A strong personal brand creates leverage. When you are recognized as an authority or someone reliable, people approach you with opportunities rather than the other way around. Clients, partners, investors, and collaborators seek your expertise. Doors that were previously closed begin to open effortlessly. Ordinary people often rely solely on cold outreach, luck, or random connections. Millionaires leverage their identity to draw wealth toward them. Credibility and trust are the foundations of personal branding. Without them, visibility means little. Millionaires establish credibility by demonstrating expertise, sharing knowledge, delivering results, and maintaining integrity. Reputation once earned becomes a form of currency that can be converted into business deals, investment opportunities, and financial growth. Consistency is another pillar. Your personal brand is not built overnight. It is cultivated through repeated actions that reinforce the image you want to project. Consistency in messaging, values, behavior, and quality creates familiarity and trust. Millionaires understand that brand equity grows slowly but compounds over time. Ordinary people often give inconsistent signals, diluting their perceived value. The digital age amplifies personal branding. Platforms like LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and personal blogs allow you to showcase expertise, share insights, and engage with audiences globally. A carefully cultivated digital presence can serve as a 24/7 marketing engine, attracting clients, collaborators, and investors automatically. Millionaires use these platforms strategically, knowing that every post, comment, or video contributes to the perception of their brand. Storytelling is a powerful tool within personal branding. Millionaires don't just present facts, they tell stories that inspire, educate, and connect emotionally. A compelling story can differentiate you from competitors, create loyalty, and elevate your influence. Your story becomes a magnet for opportunities, signaling not just what you do, but why you do it, and why people should trust and invest in you. Another aspect is positioning. Millionaires understand that perception matters. They position themselves in the market as experts, innovators, or leaders in a niche. Strategic positioning creates authority, attracts high-value opportunities, and allows them to command premium pricing for their products, services, or expertise. Ordinary people often remain anonymous or undifferentiated, missing out on the advantages of strategic perception. Practical steps to build a personal brand include: define your unique value proposition, what sets you apart. Align your actions, communications, and content with your desired perception. Share knowledge consistently through blogs, videos, social media, or speaking engagements. Build credibility by delivering results and testimonials. Engage strategically with audiences and networks to expand influence. Tell your story authentically to connect emotionally. Position yourself deliberately within your niche to command recognition and respect. Branding is also about leverage. Millionaires use their personal brand to negotiate better deals, attract partnerships, and create influence that translates directly into financial opportunities. A strong brand often reduces friction, accelerates growth, and increases trust in business and investment decisions. The key principle is clear: your identity attracts opportunities, people, and money. If you neglect your personal brand, you leave wealth and influence to chance. If you cultivate it deliberately, your brand becomes a powerful asset, continuously generating returns over time. In today's economy, talent alone is not enough. Visibility, credibility, and influence matter. Millionaires understand that their reputation precedes them, and they invest in it as intentionally as they invest in businesses or stocks. Your personal brand is a wealth-building tool. Master it, and you unlock doors that were previously closed, magnifying every effort, skill, and idea you bring to the table. Chapter 7. Innovation and Thinking Differently. Your Competitive Edge. In today's rapidly evolving economy, following the crowd is a recipe for stagnation. The new rule of money is clear. Innovators, problem solvers, and those willing to think differently create wealth faster and more sustainably than those who conform. Millionaires understand that ideas, creativity, and unique approaches are the foundation of modern success. Ordinary people often limit themselves to what is safe or proven, but innovation rewards calculated risk and originality. Innovation in wealth building is not limited to technology or products. It applies to processes, business models, marketing strategies, investments, and even personal habits. Millionaires constantly look for ways to improve efficiency, reduce friction, and add value in ways that others overlook. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They create opportunities where none existed. One way innovation manifests is in spotting gaps in the market. While many see saturated industries, millionaires see unmet needs, inefficiencies, or overlooked niches. A small innovation, a new service, an improved product, or a unique approach can create substantial financial returns. Ordinary individuals often dismiss these opportunities, fearing risk or failure. Millionaires embrace them as calculated bets with high potential. Thinking differently also involves challenging assumptions. Society teaches conventional paths: college, job, promotion, retirement. Millionaires question these assumptions. They ask, why must success look like this? What if there's a faster, smarter, or more scalable approach? By challenging norms, they discover opportunities invisible to those adhering strictly to tradition. Innovation also thrives on continuous learning. Millionaires read extensively, study trends, and seek diverse perspectives. Exposure to new ideas fosters creativity and the ability to connect seemingly unrelated concepts. Many breakthroughs in business or investment arise from combining knowledge across disciplines, a skill ordinary people rarely cultivate. Calculated risk-taking is inseparable from innovation. Millionaires understand that attempting new methods, launching businesses, or investing in unconventional opportunities involves risk, but they mitigate it through research, planning, and small-scale testing. Fear of failure often holds ordinary individuals back, leaving them trapped in mediocrity. Millionaires reframe failure as feedback, not defeat, and use it to refine strategies. Technology amplifies the rewards of innovation. Tools, automation, digital platforms, and global networks enable novel solutions to scale quickly. A creative idea today can reach millions globally within weeks. Millionaires leverage technology to turn innovative concepts into income streams faster than ever before. Ordinary people often underestimate the speed at which modern innovation can generate wealth. Collaboration fuels innovation as well. Surrounding yourself with diverse, ambitious, and creative individuals allows ideas to cross-pollinate. Millionaires actively seek collaborations that expand perspectives, unlock new possibilities, and accelerate execution. Isolation limits innovation. Networks amplify it. A practical approach to cultivating innovative thinking includes question assumptions in your industry, personal life, or investments. Study emerging trends, technologies, and market shifts. Identify problems, inefficiencies, or gaps and brainstorm solutions. Test small ideas rapidly and iterate based on feedback. Embrace failure as learning, not a permanent setback. Leverage technology to scale creative solutions. Collaborate with diverse thinkers to expand perspectives. Innovation is not luck, it is intentional. Millionaires consciously create environments that foster creativity, challenge norms, and reward experimentation. They understand that financial success is not merely a function of effort, but of unique value creation. The core principle is this: thinking differently creates opportunities that ordinary minds cannot see. By embracing innovation, you distinguish yourself, reduce competition, and unlock exponential growth potential. The modern economy favors problem solvers, risk takers, and visionaries, those willing to see the world not as it is but as it could be. In conclusion, wealth today is earned by those who innovate relentlessly, adapt creatively, and refuse to settle for conventional thinking. Ordinary approaches lead to ordinary results. Thinking differently is not optional. It is essential for anyone who wants to thrive in the new financial landscape. Chapter 8. Time as Currency. Leveraging every minute for wealth in the modern economy. Time is the most valuable resource. Money can be earned, lost, and recovered, but time once spent is gone forever. The new rule of money is simple. Those who manage and leverage their time strategically gain an insurmountable advantage. Millionaires understand that time is currency, and how you invest it directly affects the speed, scale, and sustainability of wealth. Most ordinary individuals treat time passively. They react to demands, distractions, and emergencies, rarely prioritizing activities that produce long-term value. They work long hours but see minimal progress, confusing busyness with productivity. Millionaires, however, view time as a lever. Every hour allocated intentionally magnifies returns. The first step to leveraging time is clarity of purpose. Millionaires know exactly what they want to achieve financially, professionally, and personally. This clarity allows them to filter tasks, opportunities, and engagements through the lens of impact. Activities that do not contribute to growth, skill acquisition, or wealth creation are minimized or delegated. Ordinary people often allow urgent but low-value tasks to dominate their schedules, diluting potential. Delegation is another cornerstone. Millionaires understand the power of leveraging others' time. Tasks that do not require their unique expertise are delegated to capable team members, assistants, or automated systems. This frees their own time for high-value decisions, strategic planning, and wealth-building activities. Ordinary individuals often insist on doing everything themselves, limiting both efficiency and scalability. Automation transforms time into a scalable asset. Modern millionaires use technology to automate repetitive tasks, financial tracking, marketing campaigns, e-commerce fulfillment, email follow-ups, and customer engagement. Systems work while they focus on strategy, innovation, and growth. Automation converts finite hours into continuous value generation. Prioritization is also essential. Millionaires focus on high-impact activities, the 20% of efforts that produce 80% of results. This principle, known as the Pareto principle, ensures that energy and attention are directed where they matter most. Ordinary people spread themselves thin across low-value tasks, achieving little despite long hours. Strategic prioritization multiplies outcomes without increasing effort. Time management is inseparable from goal setting. Millionaires establish daily, weekly, and monthly objectives aligned with long-term financial and personal goals. Every task is evaluated for alignment with outcomes. This disciplined approach ensures momentum, accountability, and measurable progress toward wealth accumulation. Ordinary individuals often drift without a structured plan, relying on chance rather than strategy. Rest and recovery are also part of strategic time leverage. Millionaires recognize that productivity is not about constant labor. It is about maximizing cognitive, emotional, and physical energy. High performance requires rest, focus, and energy management. Overworking without strategy leads to burnout and diminishing returns. Time leveraged wisely includes rest as an investment in sustained output. Another dimension is opportunity time, time dedicated to exploring new ventures, learning, and innovation. Millionaires allocate periods to research emerging trends, test new ideas, and study markets. Ordinary people rarely invest in opportunity time, missing out on early mover advantages. Allocating focused time to growth activities multiplies potential wealth over the long term. Practical strategies to leverage time include: define clear financial and personal goals, prioritize high-impact tasks and delegate or eliminate low-value activities, automate repetitive processes to free cognitive bandwidth, schedule focused work blocks for strategic thinking and opportunity exploration, maintain energy through rest, exercise, and recovery, review and adjust time allocation regularly for maximum efficiency, treat time as currency, invest it where it generates the greatest return. The key takeaway is this: how you spend your hours determines the trajectory of your wealth. Millionaires maximize every minute, intentionally directing time toward activities that build assets, skills, influence, and opportunities. Ordinary people trade hours for modest returns. Millionaires leverage hours to create exponential impact. Time, once understood and leveraged strategically, becomes one of your greatest wealth-building tools. It is the ultimate multiplier. Every decision, every allocation, every focus can compound into financial freedom. Those who master time not only build wealth faster but gain the freedom to enjoy it on their terms. Chapter 9. Growth Mindset. Unlocking limitless financial potential. The foundation of wealth is not just knowledge, capital, or connections, it is mindset. The new rule of money is simple yet transformative. A growth mindset is the engine of financial success. Millionaires understand that their abilities, intelligence, and circumstances can be developed, expanded, and leveraged to create extraordinary results. Ordinary individuals often operate from a fixed mindset, believing that skills, talent, and opportunities are limited or predetermined. This belief confines earning potential and limits opportunity. A growth mindset sees challenges as opportunities, failures as lessons, and effort as a path to mastery. It drives resilience, innovation, and strategic risk-taking, all essential for building wealth. Ordinary people, in contrast, avoid challenges, fear failure, and seek comfort in familiarity, thereby capping their growth. Millionaires embrace discomfort as a signal that progress is occurring. Continuous learning is a hallmark of a growth mindset. Wealthy individuals invest heavily in education, books, courses, seminars, mentors, and experiences. They understand that knowledge compounds and that the skills needed to succeed in today's economy are constantly evolving. Ordinary individuals may rely solely on formal education or past experience, leaving them ill-prepared for changing opportunities. A growth mindset ensures adaptability and relevance. Self-reflection and feedback are also integral. Millionaires actively seek constructive criticism and assess their own performance objectively. They use feedback to refine strategies, improve skills, and identify blind spots. Ordinary people often interpret criticism personally, resisting growth and remaining stagnant. A growth mindset transforms feedback into a tool for exponential improvement. Resilience is another key attribute. The path to wealth is rarely linear. Market shifts, failed ventures, and unexpected setbacks occur even for the most prepared individuals. Those with a growth mindset view setbacks not as permanent failures but as temporary learning experiences. Millionaires analyze failures, adjust approaches, and continue pursuing their goals with renewed insight. Ordinary individuals may give up or revert to comfort zones, losing momentum. Innovation and creativity flourish in a growth mindset. Believing in the possibility of improvement encourages experimentation. Millionaires approach problems differently. They explore unconventional solutions, test new ideas, and refine approaches until they achieve results. Ordinary people often accept limitations, missing opportunities that a growth-oriented perspective would reveal. Risk-taking is guided by calculated reasoning rather than fear. Growth-minded individuals understand that wealth creation requires moving beyond comfort zones. Millionaires embrace smart risks, recognizing that high returns often come from actions others avoid. Ordinary people cling to safety, limiting potential upside and long-term success. Adopting a growth mindset also enhances financial decision-making. Millionaires are more likely to invest, launch businesses, and explore innovative income streams because they believe they can learn, adapt, and succeed. They view setbacks as temporary and surmountable, allowing for bolder and more strategic actions. Ordinary individuals hesitate or avoid opportunities due to fear of failure, delaying or forgoing wealth building altogether. Practical steps to cultivate a growth mindset include: embrace challenges as learning opportunities. View failures and mistakes as feedback, not defeat. Commit to continuous learning through books, courses, and mentors. Seek constructive feedback and apply it consistently. Surround yourself with growth-oriented, ambitious individuals. Focus on effort, experimentation, and improvement rather than fixed outcomes. Reflect regularly on progress and adjust strategies with curiosity and resilience. A growth mindset also affects behavior beyond wealth. It enhances problem-solving, decision-making, and leadership. Millionaires leverage this mindset not only to earn money, but to influence, innovate, and lead effectively. Ordinary individuals may excel in one area, but a growth mindset compounds success across multiple dimensions. The essence of this rule is clear: your financial potential is limited only by your beliefs, mindset, and willingness to grow. Skills, knowledge, capital, and networks can all be acquired or expanded. The limiting factor is the mindset through which you view challenges, opportunities, and learning. Those who cultivate a growth mindset see opportunity where others see obstacles. They embrace change, seek knowledge, and act boldly. In today's economy, mindset is as valuable as money, education, or connections. Adopt this rule, and you unlock not just financial growth but the ability to continuously evolve, adapt, and thrive in a world of unlimited opportunity. Chapter 10. The Ultimate Blueprint. Applying the new rules for modern wealth. Throughout this book, we've explored the principles that separate modern millionaires from ordinary earners, from mastering the digital economy to cultivating financial literacy, building strategic relationships, leveraging personal branding, embracing innovation, managing time effectively, and adopting a growth mindset. The path to wealth is built on deliberate action, strategic thinking, and consistent execution. In this final chapter, we consolidate these insights into a practical blueprint you can follow to create your own financial success. The first step is clarity of vision and purpose. Millionaires start with a clear understanding of what they want to achieve. This vision provides direction and focus. It answers critical questions. What are your financial goals? What lifestyle do you desire? What impact do you want to create? Without clarity, actions become fragmented and results inconsistent. Ordinary individuals often drift without a defined purpose, allowing opportunities to pass by unnoticed. Next is strategic planning. Knowledge alone is insufficient. Execution matters. Create a roadmap that aligns with your vision, incorporating all the rules outlined in this book. Map out milestones, timelines, and measurable objectives. Include income streams, investment strategies, digital ventures, networking goals, and personal development activities. Planning transforms ambition into actionable steps. Leveraging the digital economy is essential. Identify digital platforms, online tools, and global marketplaces where you can create value. Build digital assets such as websites, social media channels, digital products, or online courses. Automation and scalability allow your efforts to generate income even while you sleep. Remember, speed, scale, and accessibility are the hallmarks of modern financial growth. Financial literacy underpins all wealth-building activities. Track income, expenses, investments, and net worth meticulously. Allocate resources strategically to assets that generate returns and minimize liabilities that drain capital. Understand taxes, debt management, and financial instruments to optimize growth. Knowledge of money management transforms potential into reality. Networking and relationships are catalysts for opportunity. Cultivate mentors, peers, and collaborators who challenge and inspire you. Seek partnerships that create synergy, open doors, and accelerate growth. Relationships provide insight, credibility, and access that no amount of skill alone can deliver. Ordinary people underestimate the leverage of strategic connections, while millionaires maximize it. Personal branding amplifies influence and attracts wealth. Define your unique value proposition, communicate consistently, and build credibility. Share knowledge, demonstrate expertise, and engage audiences authentically. Your brand signals trust and authority, converting perception into financial opportunity. In today's economy, who you are is often as important as what you know. Innovation and creative thinking differentiate high achievers. Identify gaps, solve problems, and explore unconventional solutions. Test ideas, iterate, and embrace failure as feedback. Innovation allows you to create value in ways others overlook, positioning you for exponential growth. Ordinary thinking leads to incremental results. Innovative thinking produces breakthrough outcomes. Time management and leverage ensure maximum productivity. Prioritize high-value activities, delegate or automate low-value tasks, and schedule focused blocks for strategic work. Treat time as a currency to invest wisely in opportunities, learning, and high-impact actions. Wealth grows faster when hours are directed intentionally rather than spent reactively. Growth mindset is the final pillar. Continuously learn, adapt, and embrace challenges. View failures as lessons, setbacks as opportunities, and effort as a path to mastery. Your mindset shapes every decision, risk, and opportunity. Limitations are often self-imposed. Expanding your mindset expands your potential. To implement this blueprint, clarify your financial vision and purpose. Build a strategic plan integrating digital, financial, and relational strategies. Acquire digital skills and leverage platforms for scalable income. Master money management, investments, and tax strategy. Develop meaningful networks and seek mentorship. Craft a powerful personal brand to attract opportunities. Innovate relentlessly and explore unconventional solutions. Optimize your time and focus on high-impact actions. Cultivate a growth mindset to adapt and thrive in changing conditions. Review, iterate, and refine your approach consistently. By consistently applying these rules, wealth becomes not just a possibility, but an inevitable outcome of your actions. Millionaires are not lucky, they are deliberate. They harness knowledge, systems, relationships, and mindset to create exponential financial growth. Ordinary earners may dream of success, but the disciplined execution of these principles produces tangible results. By the end of this book, you now hold a roadmap for modern wealth creation. It is a guide, a strategy, and a mindset framework designed to elevate your financial life. Take deliberate action today, apply these rules consistently, and watch as opportunities, growth, and financial freedom unfold in your life. Remember, success favors those who act. The principles you've learned are powerful, but dormant without implementation. Begin today, plan, act, innovate, and grow. Wealth is not an accident. It is the result of deliberate mastery of these modern rules. Take control, apply what you've learned, build your vision, and as you embark on this journey, remember to subscribe, follow, and stay connected with Imperium Audiobooks for more guidance, insights, and strategies to amplify your financial potential.